Rocky IV, written, directed, and starring Sylvester Stallone, was the fourth installment of the Rocky franchise. In this chapter, Rocky does the unthinkable. He fights the Cold War in the boxing ring. Although the original Rocky took place on the bicentennial anniversary of the U.S., this is perhaps the most patriotic Rocky movie to date. In it, Rocky literally battles a steroid-induced behemoth named Ivan Drago, played by Dolph Lundgren, that is trying to impose the supposed superiority of the USSR onto the United States. However, for some reason, Rocky must go to Russia to train for this bout, while KGB agents spy on him at his training camp to see what he's doing to prepare for this match. This is what happens. And if you haven't seen this flick, there are spoilers. This movie begins like the previous sequels, with Rocky defending his adversary in Rocky III. Following this victory, he and Apollo have a secret fight, and he goes back home to attend his birthday party with a gift from Apollo, which is a black eye. Back at Apollo's house, he notices Ivan Drago promoting his invasion of the U.S. boxing scene. Although Apollo has been retired for 5 years, he doesn't like this hype. He doesn't like it one bit. Agitated, he asks Rocky to help him train for an exhibition bout with Ivan Drago. Although Rocky feels Apollo is too old and should consider doing something different with his life, he agrees to assist him with preparing for this last fight. Full of hubris, Apollo doesn't take this match seriously. He disregards the fact that Ivan Drago was an Olympic gold medalist and amateur boxing champion. He disregards that he's significantly younger than him. He disregards this person is physically more imposing than him and weighs 260 pounds. So like his first fight with Rocky, his hubris gets him killed, literally. Ivan Drago kills Apollo Creed in the ring. And you would think that with all Apollo had been through with his fights with Rocky and training him to fight Clubber Lang, that he would learn the lesson of not underestimating your opponents, but apparently Apollo learned nothing according to this movie. Even Stallone said that killing off Apollo and Apollo's character was a mistake, and I agree. Apollo's behavior in this movie makes no sense considering his history in the other films. Nevertheless, Rocky feels his obligation to fight Ivan Drago because of what he did to his mentor and friend. He wants to fight him on Christmas Day for no money. Rocky literally says this. But Drago's camp will only fight Rocky if this match is held in the USSR. Seeing that this Siberian wrecking machine needs to be stopped, he agrees to the terms. To train for this match, Rocky for some reason must go to Russia, live in a cold cabin, climb up the Caucasus Mountains, grow a beard, shoulder press his wife and Paulie, and cut logs in the unforgivable snow. There's no sparring, there's no heavy bags or anything, just Rocky, Apollo's trainer, Paulie, and eventually Adrian, who leaves their kid to be babysat by a robot to help him. Of course, their match is brutal. With Ivan Drago hitting over 2,100 pounds of pressure with each punch, you would think this would be the end of Rocky. But not in this movie. Rocky, as usual, showing that he never ate a punch from an opponent that he didn't like, manages to chop down the 6'6", 260-pound tree, and he gets the victory.
Oh my God!
Although the most profitable, Rocky IV is the most ridiculous installment in the franchise. None of the characters have any arcs. The behavior of some of the characters, like Apollo Creed, is inconsistent with their history in this franchise. Also, why did Rocky have to go to Russia to fight, to train for this fight? There's literally nothing that he did there that he couldn't have done in his gym in Philadelphia. This film is bare bone in terms of plot. There are 3 montages in this movie. 3. One of them is a tribute to Apollo, where they show old footage from the first 3 movies. That's just lazy ass storytelling. Also, I take an issue with Stallone's opinion of Ivan Drago. He stated in an interview that he was 1,000 years ahead of everyone else. He is the fighter of the future. Stallone says, quote, he's blonde-haired, blue-eyed, tall, super intelligent, and strong. He's perfect, unquote. This is what Stallone said. He has an interesting view, and it tells you plenty about his views on genetics and also race. Lastly, how can any man, even Rocky, survive a fight with someone punching at you with 2,100 pounds of pressure? What is Rocky's skull made from? Antimonium? Is Rocky secretly in the same universe as the X-Men? Rocky IV is a shit show. And at this point, I think Stallone was one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood, so lazy filmmaking was something that he can get away with since the studio made tons of money from him in their films. I give Rocky 4, 2 out of 5 stars, and a big middle finger. Thank you for joining us here at the Movie Insurrectionist. I am your host, Rashad, the Movie Insurrectionist. And remember, the theatrical release will not be televised. Take it easy.